time we think that whatever beef is going on between Beyonce and Nicki Minaj is over, Nicki pops up to make it clear that there's still a lot of bad blood between them. And honestly, it's kind of hard to take sides in this drama, and that's how you know that the drama is a hot mess. Both sides have been throwing shade at each other for a hot minute, but it got out of hand a couple of days ago when Nicki Minaj read Beyonce's husband Jay-Z for filth. Y'all know that Beyonce don't play about her man, and the streets are now saying that Beyonce sent a strong message to Nicki that's about to blow this beef up even more. But how exactly did this beef even start? And is Nicki really being petty and making up issues where there are none? One thing about Nicki, she's never going to stay silent when she thinks that someone is trying to do her dirty. And that's what's happening here. If you're late to the tea, Nicki and Beyonce have been rumored to be beefing for a while now. And unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's going to end anytime soon. The wild part about this is that Nicki and Beyonce were once on great terms and even collaborated on a couple of songs together, like Nicki's song Feeling Myself and Beyonce's song Flawless Remix. Things were going great between them, but after a while, fans started to notice that they both started to throw shade at each other in their songs. It's unclear exactly when things changed between them, but the streets are saying that it has something to do with Nicki's messy social media presence. I love Nicki down, but if we're being honest, Nicki can be very messy on social media. She argues with fans, drags other celebs, calls out the Grammys, and don't even get me started on her situation with her husband, Kenneth Petty, and his SA case. A lot of people believe that Nicki is ruining her own legacy with her shenanigans because her personal drama often overshadows her career. She's often like a drama magnet, and if there's one thing that Beyonce can't stand, it's drama. She likes to keep her head down, focus on her career, and love on her man and kids. So it kind of makes sense that she wouldn't want her name attached to the drama that Nicki almost always seems to have going on. Fans put two and two together and realized that Nicki probably didn't like that she was no longer friends with Beyonce, which is why she started acting so shady and throwing shade at Beyonce in her music. For example, in her song with Doja Cat, Say So, Nicki said, "Why you talking about who body fake? With all them fillers in your face. You just full of hate. That real butt ain't keep your ninja home. Now you looking silly, that's word to silicone." What really had everyone talking was that this shade came just a couple of weeks after Beyonce jumped on the remix of Megan's hit, Savage. Since Nicki and Megan already had their issues back then, it didn't take long for fans to connect the dots and figure out what was going on. That was not the last time Nicki was accused of shading Beyonce, because in the song Press Play, she name dropped Beyonce saying, "They said, why can't you be Beyonce? Daddy wasn't no businessman. Mommy wasn't no business owner. What an idiot." Child, she wasn't even trying to be subtle. Fans believe that Nicki has been trying to win back Beyonce's favor, and when that didn't work, she switched up and became an op. It also didn't help that Beyonce also took Megan Thee Stallion under her wing, and you all know how things are between Nicki and Megan. It probably stung to see Megan have the relationship she wanted to have with Beyonce, or at least that's what the streets are saying. It didn't take long for Nicki to start accusing Beyonce and Jay-Z of sabotaging her. Y'all remember when Megan dropped Hiss in January this year? Nicki crashed out on social media big time, and at a point, it was kind of embarrassing to watch. She accused Roc Nation of using Megan to throw shade at her, saying, "B thinks she a bully cause she get a Roc Nation brunch every year. Be mad at party. He told all your tea, but you taking shots at my family? Get up on your good foot. Go apologize to your mother, nasty serpent." She also posted a screenshot of an ad by Roc Nation on Twitter where they were promoting the song, and she said, "Spending so much money, but she's the little broke independent artist. Desiree, you gotta let it go, baby. The world knows she's ASS and can't rap. Stop trying to make fetch happen. I just put out a song with no promo, no video, it's already #2. This blogger summed up the issues nicely, saying, "That beef really over Hov and Beyonce and how she don't mess with old girl anymore like that. B Ben fell back. No matter what's posted on social media after this, in real life they don't want their name attached to old boy with a criminal record." Nicki also accused Roc Nation of allegedly sponsoring a hate campaign against her.
And the paid for TikToks and the paid for tweets, to the point where people got their little $250 for their tweet to say something bad about Nicki Minaj, and then the next day it was like, "Bitch, yeah, anyway, I'm going, right? I'm listening to Bigfoot." So I don't know why anybody of that, and I'm not talking about any rapper, I'm talking about a company or companies.
The streets are saying that this all stemmed from Nicki getting her feelings hurt because Beyonce decided to keep her distance and not get dragged into that mess that Nicki had going on. Things got heated again a while ago when we found out that Megan was going to be replacing Nicki as a host for the VMAs, and fans accused Jay-Z and Beyonce of trying to ruin Nicki. It probably didn't help when footage from last year's VMAs went viral, where Nicki revealed that someone was bad-mouthing her to the VMAs to get her fired.
Now listen, real quick. MTV is petrified because they got a couple calls yesterday, and people were saying, what if Nicki says this and if Nicki says that? And you know, and I said, it's okay, MTV, I can control myself.
But that drama pales in comparison to this current drama because Nicki went off on Jay-Z, accusing him of being spiteful. It started when it was announced that Kendrick Lamar will be performing at the halftime show at the Super Bowl next year. This announcement had people feeling a type of way because a lot of people had assumed that Lil Wayne would be the one to perform since he's from New Orleans. But when Kendrick was announced instead, some people went off on Jay-Z. For context, Roc Nation and Apple Music produced the Super Bowl halftime show, so Jay-Z gets a say in which artist performs. Lil Wayne's manager wrote, confused, disappointed, angry, but most of all inspired. We'll never again be in a position or have the GOAT in a position where we are at the mercy of someone else's decision. We will make the decision. However, Nicki took it a step further and completely read Jay-Z for filth. She wrote, denying a young black man what he rightfully put into this game for no other reason but your ego. Your hatred for Birdman, Drake, and Nicki got you punishing Lil Wayne? Lil Wayne, the GOAT? Nola, what's good? Eminem stood firm on having 50 Cent come out, a white man. It's sad, but it's good for them. No loyalty? Well, them ninjas will keep sunning you. She continued, one ninja took a knee, the other ninja took the bag. He gonna get you ninjas in line every time. Got everything in the world, still spiteful and evil. Disgusting. Be happy a beg. Go be happy ninja. In rap business and women business, when you got the politicians and the police, you good though. Plus that ugly, laffy taffy alien. She also said, and by the way, you don't know the half of what Lil Wayne has done for me and others. Wayne had Drake and I on his tour without paper sign. He was on all of my mixtapes with no paper sign. This man has literally changed the face of hip hop. The hair too, if you know, you know. He inspired so many to tat their faces and get locks, inspired your faves to want to be a great MC. He never was in this for the money. It's always been for the love of music. However, fans feel a type of way about her rant. On one hand, they felt like she was defending her mentor, but on the other hand, it seemed like the reason she went off like she did was because of her beef with Beyonce. Fans feel like she could have been taking advantage of the supposed insult toward Lil Wayne to take some shots toward Beyonce and Jay-Z. At this point, I think we all can agree that if Nicki is really trying to get on Beyonce's good side again, that's never going to happen. Beyonce is super protective of her family, and with Nicki throwing shots at both Beyonce and Jay-Z, it's highly unlikely that Beyonce is ever going to welcome Nicki into her inner circle again. Fans commented, Nicki Minaj is a effing joke. This B got silent beef with Beyonce for no reason. Don't nobody give a F about Wayne. And how the F y'all know Wayne ain't turned the gig down? Shading Beyonce because you're mad at her husband is insane, especially because you don't want anybody to say a word about your husband. And why is Nicki Minaj throwing shade at Jay-Z and Beyonce, especially when they both helped her failing career at separate points in history? Y'all drop your thoughts in the comments, then check out this next video.